Very good evening.
Very good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing totally fine. This is our first conversation. So please introduce yourself.
Smart child. Okay. So, Manit, at the moment, right now, you're talking to Kawaljit Kaur because you told me that you have been through my channel, right?
Yes.
So, I'm on my journey of learning English, not exactly learning English, but honing my communication skills, right?
Yes.
Now, you let me know about yourself because I'm too inquisitive to know about you.
My name is Manit Sagar. I'm 11 years old and I live in a family of four, including me, my parents, and my elder sister. My hobbies are to do painting, drawing, reading books, writing stories, playing games, etc. Learning English.
But you speak so well, so far as this learning English is concerned. So,
Yes.
my main, you can say, the question concerning my curiosity is that because I already had the idea that I'm going to have a chat with a very smart boy, smart school going boy, because the way you mentioned about you gave me your description. So it was obvious that I'm going to talk to a school going boy who's very sharp. And because you are running your YouTube channel as well, right?
Yes, I have a channel. Let's learn English.
Yeah, let's learn English. So then, what is the main reason behind working on your communication? Because you might be going to some English medium school. It is for
Yes.
sure, isn't it? And the way you started this conversation, the beginning of the conversation, and then asking the other person who is too senior to you, that okay, you begin with your introduction kind of thing. You are quite smart child, so that way, I think communication is not an issue or shouldn't be an issue for you. And you are too young at the moment that with the passage of time, you are going to reach to any level, like not only regarding, I'm not talking about the to hone the communication skill in English only at your age because you are too smart and children, they are learning so many languages at the same time. What is the main key point in your case? I don't buy it that you are working, you are here, and at this very moment you are talking to me just for the sake of honing your communication skill. Might be by the end of the session or as the session goes on, we both the parties realize that you converse much better than me. There is a possibility.
Actually, you're not audible clearly, so I was not able to hear your last words.
So you couldn't hear me? Whatever I said just a couple of minutes or seconds ago.
You were audible, but in the last few minutes you spoke. It was not audible.
Okay, my the crux of that part of my conversation is that when like you are so smart and possibilities that by the end of the conversation or as the conversation goes on, we both the parties realize that you converse much better than me because the kind of smartness I can have from your personality, the aura is coming from your side that you have the potential not only to learn English, you have the potential to learn so many languages at the same time. Because this is the way the young children they're going this way these days, isn't it? So
Yes,
I don't buy it that you are here for the sake of just working on your English only. You converse very well. All
but there are one or two key points that I would like to say. That first, so that I can speak fluently if I meet any a new person like a stranger, like we have not met before. We are meeting for the first time, so have a fluent English so that I can talk very fluently. And second is that so I can improve my accent and I don't fumble in the like speaking a language.
hmm. Okay, so that way you are trying to give yourself more chances to converse in this language so that you come in flow as early as possible. Otherwise, definitely, Manit, you might be going to some English medium school, and these days in English medium schools, the tutors they don't let the children speak in any regional language, isn't it?
Actually, my school has Gujarati.
Okay.
If you want, you can study Gujarati as like third language.
Hmm. And because you have just named Gujarati, so you hail from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Bombay, this belt of India.
I am from Bihar, but I currently live in Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so Mani, tell me more and more things about you. You about your school and in which class do you study and what do you study? Anything which you feel fascinating, which you always might be having this kind of feeling that okay, I want to share this thing with the person I'm going to meet for the first time. Anything related. It can be anything related to your family, to your siblings as well.
Okay,
Tell me more
so
and more about you.
I studied sixth grade in well respected Podar International School, and it is like I said, it is an international school, and the mode of conversation is always English in our school. Then I go to my family. I like my mother is a homemaker. My father is a textile engineer. I'm a student. My elder sister is a student. She studies in 10th grade. That's all about me. So I also have
Nice.
questions for you.
Yes.
So who fascinated you learning this language? As I'm also seeing that you are speaking very fluently.
Manit, actually, in my every second or third video, I have to repeat the same thing that I grew up as a child with low esteem. The belt of India where I'm living or I have grown up, Punjabi is a regional language. Okay, in my conversation, you can find some that touch of my mother tongue. Okay, and my mom was a government school teacher. And I used to go to, along with my mom, and the mode of this instruction or the medium of instruction was always a regional language. So I grew up in that kind of environment. But as I shifted from the government school to the private school, where I got the opportunity to interact with the classmates who have been studying English from the very first standard, right? At that time, I used to feel very inferior, low, as compared to my peer mates. And I, I can't say that curiosity kind of thing was there at that very age, tender age in my mind. I used to get scared of this language because I started learning this language when I was already of your age, in the sixth standard, elder than you, because now the children they go to the schools at much younger age. Almost at this age, you can say, at sixth standard, I started learning this language. But I'm a kind of person who always takes the things as a challenge because I believe in growing. And my every second, third video, I used to repeat, I advocate this thing. We all have got just one life. And though always the preachers or the elders around me when I was at your age, they used to say, they always preach this way the person should be very satisfactory, whatever you have got, that is more than enough, blah, blah, blah. But I always feel that one life is not enough to learn. If you want to learn, there is so much to learn. One life is not enough. And because I used to be scared of this language, and this thing always poked me from my inside. That only possibility. The thing is, I can't avoid. I don't want to avoid it. I don't want to change my direction. I have to face it because I want to reach at that level where I used to feel that my friends to whom I used to feel that they are very superior to me, kind of, so that way I started loving, though at one end I have been very scared of this language, but I took it as a challenge that I I'm left with no other option but to love this language because otherwise I can't learn it. But Manir, it took me so many years of my age that during that process I completed my schooling, I completed my college. But at one fine day, I decided no, I have to face this language because I could never eliminate that thought that I want to speak fluently. And one more thought was always at the back of my mind because we are living in a developing nation. We are not from the developed nation. And we always chase for everything we see to the Western nations, the English speaking countries. So that was there at the back of my mind all the time that I want to come at the forefront, and English is the only language which can help me to come at the forefront, to come forward, to move forward, to reach a certain level where I can, where I would stop comparing myself with my peer mates whenever there is any opportunity I'm going to have where I have to talk in the social gathering. I shouldn't take a pause while introducing myself or just plunging into the conversation. So this is whole thing which was there in my mind, and it has been there in my mind. It lasted in my mind for so many years. So I'm not learning it that I want to get good job. I'm not learning it that I want to get good perks or highly paid salary. I have already achieved everything in my life. I'm already at the top of hierarchy in my zone. But I have started loving this language. I have started feeling
You're
good
passionate to
about
this
it.
language.
Yes.
You're passionate to this language.
Yeah. Now it has become my passion. Yes, you got it. You have concluded it in a very rightful manner. Yes. Now that passion kind of thing is there in my mind. So I'm doing it for the sake of that. Actually, so this is the reason that I'm also onto YouTube because I love to post these kinds of sessions over there, and I love to have sessions with the professionals and with the learners like me as well. For the last so many days, I have not been posting much videos. I'm so busy at the family and I'm in the middle of some very important event in the family. But yesterday, when I went through your mail, um, it created a curiosity for me that I must spare some time for this little boy because this little boy is working on his communication skills and he's running at the YouTube channel at the same time. So because as I have told you that I'm a kind of person who always try to learn not only the language, to learn the environment, the surroundings, the new things. So to know about you is also kind of learning for me. So this is the reason today I'm sitting before you.
Okay. So I have also questions for you. Like, from which state do you belong?
I belong to Punjab. I told you Punjabi is my regional language.
Okay. So can you tell me some places to visit there?
Have you ever been towards this side, Punjab belt? Have you
Yes,
ever
I
been
have
here?
visited to Dhot. I have visited Delhi.
Delhi. Okay, Delhi is not Punjab. Punjab is a very prosperous state, and Punjabis are very bold, vibrant, and of course they speak Punjabi. And Punjabi is near to Hindi. You can say if somebody is speaking Hindi, that person can easily understand it when someone is speaking in Punjabi. And if you talk about the places where you can visit, you might have heard of Amritsar. It is the heart of
Yes.
Punjab. Why it is called as the heart of Punjab? Because the very holy shrines, Durgana Temple and Golden Temple, they are there in Amritsar. And besides this, the historic monument, the place Jallianwala Bagh is also there in Amritsar. Then Amritsar is famous for food. Amritsar people, they believe that they're living just to eat.
Yes.
They are not eating to live, they're living just to eat. So variety of foods they are available in every nook and corner of Amritsar. But I'm not living in Amritsar, I live in Jalandhar, 80 kilometers from Amritsar.
Yes. I
If
also
you
studied about these in my books.
Okay, Amritsar and Jalandhar.
Yes, a little bit about them.
Okay, Jalandhar is famous for producing, I must say, producing international level players. Harbhajan Bhaji is from Jalandhar, right? And so many others, many
Yes.
cricketers, famous cricketers, they are from here. Okay. Then besides this, there is a hand tool industry. Jalandhar is famous for hand tool industry, rubber industry. But at the top of it, Jalandhar is famous for the maximum number of these medical facilities, hospitals, farmers in whole Asia. It is Jalandhar is at number one. In
Yes,
very
my
small
mother also lived
city,
there in
your
her
mother,
childhood. Yeah, my mother also lived there in her childhood, like Chandigarh and that.
Chandigarh is again Chandigarh is if I'm saying Amritsar is heart of Punjab because of the religious aspect. Chandigarh is again the pumping heart of Punjab because Chandigarh is a beautiful city. It's a
Yes.
beautiful city. It's a planned city, and you can say it is also regarded as a modern city because Punjabis they're very open. They don't think much when they talk in public. Right, you got my point. They live their life to the fullest. And if you talk about Chandigarh people, they are highly civilized. City is well planned. So
Yeah.
this way the things go. Yeah.
So
Then Ludhiana is there. Ludhiana is famous for the Ludhiana is an industrial city.
oh,
Yes.
yeah, the wool and all. Do you visit places? Do you like visiting places, different places?
Uh, yeah, I like visiting places, but and of course different places. But if you ask me that how many and what different places I have visited so far, I might not be having a big list. We do believe you can say not visiting places but traveling. I travel a lot.
Oh,
Like we have a very busy schedule, so after the span of 2 or 3 months, we always plan that we must move out to some hilly place just for the change, sake of change. Then my job is also in some other cities, so that way I travel a lot. I travel about 150 kilometers daily, almost.
mm.
But yeah, once I feel that is there in my bucket list that once my children they get settled and I have no more these kinds of responsibilities, then I would definitely start visiting to different places within India and outside India as well.
Oh, nice. So, like, what occupation do you do? What is your
I'm
occupation?
I'm in the Department of Education. If you simply straightway come to the occupation, I'm not a teacher at the moment. I have been in teaching for so many years, but that is a long back story. At this very moment, I'm taking care of the all administrative work in the educational institution.
Oh, I also, I also visited Punjab. I think, like, maybe I have traveled to it, and it's a very nice place. I have seen, like, not very much. I was there for just like hour or like 2 hours.
Hmm. Okay. Like
Actually,
you
my
might be passing through Punjab and you might have stayed there for some time.
yes, my nani lives in Haryana.
Okay. Right. Haryana is next to Punjab.
Punjab.
Yeah.
So I was going
Yes.
to Haryana only. So I went through Punjab.
Okay, Manit, what is your dream? What ultimately you want to become? Your mom is a homework that I got. Your dad is an engineer. And what is your desire or your dream to become in life? Have you decided something or time will decide about it?
I want to become a cricketer, but it's not a fixed one. Like
Hmm.
sometimes it gets astronaut, then an actor. So it changes sometime. But like now I have think a bit that I want to be a cricketer, but who knows that if it get changed.
Because I feel, and you also have the realization that you are too young to take some this kind of decision at the moment. Because as you told me, you want to become an actor, you want to become a cricketer, and blah blah blah. So I understand this thing. Okay, leave some this kind of decision to time at this very moment. Time will decide, and always chase your passion. Never sacrifice your passion.
Yeah. But like after I watch a movie, I start thinking that I also want to be an actor. But then I watch some YouTube videos, so I think that I want to be a YouTuber. Now the World Cup went, so I think that I want to be a cricketer. So it goes like that.
This way, yeah, good. But one thing reflects out of this whole conversation that definitely you are going to create some mark in the times to come because you have the lust to do everything or so many things. Who knows that tomorrow you chase cricket as a passion, and in the free time, whenever you are having the time, you keep on posting these kinds of vlogs on the YouTube as well. People, they are multitasking. This is in the era of technology, and at the same time people believe in not because that is a long back era where people used to get satisfied with one kind of job. Once they are into business or they get some job, they keep on, they're satisfied with that only, and they believe that is their ultimately that was their ultimate dream or a goal or passion or destiny, whatever the way had been. But now it is a time that because of globalization, we have started adopting that Western culture as well. Where you might be have noticed that people they keep on switching over different jobs in a very short span of time, and even they change their professions as well. Because might
Yes.
be today you because so many things matter a lot. Money is also important factor. Might be you succeed in getting some job with good perks, but that is not your passion. And after spending some time there, you feel that this code is satisfied. Now I must chase my dreams. And then you switch over to something else. The kind of this generation you belong to, there is a possibility of everything, isn't it?
Uh, uh, did you also had like when you were small? So did you had this type of like that you want to become this, that, and all?
Yes. There was a time when because TV, color TV, and this IT technology, this thing came very late. Okay. But yes, there was a time when I had this kind of feeling because TV was a new thing, color TV was a new thing in our childhood that I want to become an actor or I want to conduct some talk shows. Not acting, rather, not acting as an anchor. That kind of passion I always had in my mind. And Manit, believe me, it is still there. My, I sometimes feel that when I talk to somebody like this way, we are talking to each other, that kind of desire or feeling is getting fulfilled also. Talking to somebody, trying to know about that person, presenting yourself, though it is a very small canvas as compared to that, yes, I've had that kind of desire as well.
Yeah.
But at our times, our parents used to be very strict and they used to prepare the blueprint for their children. But now, in this very generation, this present time, current time, you might have noticed in your family, the child's priority is always kept at the top. And are you okay?
Yes. Now I'm fine.
Nice. I
So
feel that all the childhoods of all the generations, they go with the similar kind, with similar desires. The main, you can say, the onus comes on the shoulders of the parents. That in what direction or in what way they take the shape to the journey of their children.
yes. So I also have a question. Like, how did you got a job in educational related department?
Okay, you are too young, so you don't have the idea. There is a basic qualification to get any job wherever you want to go in whatever field you want to pursue as a career. There is some prerequisite to get that. Similar is set for the this arena of education as well. That whether you come in teaching or you want to come in administration, and if you want to come because in education, whenever we talk about education, we talk about teaching only. Now the question comes whether you want to become a teacher of some primary level school or higher secondary, or you want to do teaching in a college or in the university. So depending upon that, there are different criteria set by the respective boards. There are some bodies which govern the working or functioning of all these organizations. isn't it? So rules are set, qualifications are already pre-decided. Then, as per your choice or your interest, you have to fulfill all those requirements. Once you become eligible, then the institutions or the governments or the states, whatever are the governing bodies, then they advertise the post in the newspapers. Then you apply for those posts. Then you have to face the interview panels. After that, then they prepare some merit, and finally, if you get through that whole process, then you succeed in getting that particular job.
Oh, that's
Yes,
great. And it
yes,
looks like
this
you
is a
did
way.
do a hard work for it.
Yes, but hard work is the key to success.
Yeah.
Because without hard work, you can't do anything. Yes, if you want to come in business, even then, if somebody who is not that educated, but the person is brainy, only the person can that person can pull on with the business. Otherwise, I feel education, basic education, is very important to do anything. And to come up to certain level or the desired level, hard work, hardship is needed everywhere.
Yeah. So, if you like, so can we wrap up this session now?
Yes, we can have the session if you want to have more sessions, because now already the time is running. You might have some idea. It's more than half an hour.
Yeah.
Yes, we can have more sessions in future. But just as I already told you that I'm in the middle of some very important family event, I won't be available for the next 10 days. After 10 days, you can just have a check on my this YouTube videos when I would again start
Yeah,
posting the
definitely.
videos. Yes, then we can definitely have more sessions.
Yes, I really enjoyed having a session with you.
Okay, nice, nice.
So,
So me too, Manat, me too. I already made it clear that I am not taking any sessions these days. But when I went through your mail, your age, and your passion, your YouTube channel, then I became inquisitive. That somehow I have to spare some time for this child. That was not for your sake, that was for my sake as well. Because I too loved having this chit chat with you, having session with you. You are really very brainy child, and I feel you are also too you eagerness I could see in your this conversation, that you want to know more and more things about life and everything related to it. So I would like to wind this session up over here, Manat.
so
Can we stop over here? We will see very soon, or
yes.
whenever time permits us, we will meet again. Okay?
Yes. Bye.
Till then, goodbye and stay blessed. God bless you. God
Yes.
bless you, beta. Yes.
Have a nice day ahead.
You too. You too. Thank you, beta.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.